Hello and welcome to the new Power BI tutorial video, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can calculate year over year change percentage calculation within Power BI. So year over year change is very helpful to understand the growth. That's how in the industry or that's on the market you basically see whether year over year you are improving. For example, this is a retail data set which I'm using, and let's say you have this data where you have fields like date, the order date, the date on which order was received, and distinct count of order IDs basically shows the count of orders that you have got. So what we are doing is we are saying that year over year, like in 2017 you got 969 order, then in 2018 1038, 2019 1315, and 1687 in 2020. So orders are increasing, but for a management it is important to understand that whether it is 5%, 10%, 25%, with which rate the order is increasing, right? So for that, what you need is the year over year change from 2017 to 2018, 2018 to 2019, so on and so forth. So that is something which, if you need, you can continue, and you will see two calculations which will achieve this behavior for you without much of an issue. Okay. Before that, if you have landed very first time on my channel, then you should know about this Google Sheet. So here in this Google Sheet, for which the link is present in the description, you have the title all of my published videos over here, and the link of those videos is present over here. That way you can very easily search any of my previously published content related to how to videos, tips and tricks, or dashboard very easily, and jump here using the link present in the column B to that particular video. Okay, with that information, I want to switch back to Power BI. So over here we have this year, right, which is based on the order date, year hierarchy, and then I have the distinct count of order. Now the first thing is I need to bring in to do the change calculation, I need to bring the previous information with the current year. Let's say current year is 2018, so I need to bring 969 just beside to that or onto the same level so I can do my calculation. Alright, with that information, what do I need is basically a new measure. The new measure is basically the previous year. So let's call it previous year. Previous year is equals to, using the calculate function, come on, calculate, and within the calculate, I will use distinct count, and distinct count we need to have the order, the sheet 1 order ID. So for some reason it is not invoking the intelligence or that option which I usually need to select, but I can do that because I know all of these formulas because I've used it like so many times. Now I am getting the current month orders, and then comma we will use the dateadd function, dateadd, in which first we need to specify the date. So sheet 1 and order date dot date. So that is something we need to specify, -1, that means we want to go 1 year back, and then over here we need to specify the year. Okay, close this and close the calculate. For you, it will be easy because you will be getting all of this. Since I am using this workbook, let's say for all of these calculation, maybe something is happening with this, that's why it is not invoking. But if you see, all my calculation is correct, and I am getting 969 in front of 2018, 1038 in front of 2019. So all of the previous value is coming in front of the current value, and I can now do my change calculation. Okay, so for that I will again bring this new measure, and I will call it YOY percentage is equals to, and I will use the divide, DIVIDA, divide, and in the divide I will first use the distinct count, right, and sheet 1, and in that order ID is something what I have, right, and then minus. So the calculation is current year minus previous year divided by previous year. So distinct count is current year, previous year is present here, so I will use previous year divide by previous year, and close this. All right, it will, I need to also close. Yeah, this is where it is. It need to be closed, and then we are good. Okay. So we have the sheet 1 order ID. Cannot find the name order ID. Okay. Well, you found it earlier, previous. Let me just copy this entire piece from here. Copy and YOY, which is present here, and I will write it entire thing here. Paste and press enter. Maybe some spelling mistake or something which I might have done. So now I have this. I can bring year over here, and I can click over here and change this to a percentage. So you will see that on a year over year basis, from 969 to 1038, that is a 7% change. From 1038 to 1315, this is a 26% change. And from 1315 to 1687 is say 28% change, right? So that is something you can then very easily show it to your management, that with how much percentage you are increasing. Clearly you improved very less in the second year, but third and fourth year you are improving with the rate of 25+%, which you would expect that when you are setting the next year target, you would basically expect somewhere larger or bigger than 28%. That means 29 or 30%. With that, I will leave here, and I hope you have found it useful. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll meet you in the next video with a new topic.